live.
Right?
You refresh this other page. Live stream is starting soon, it still says.
Okay. Well, we're live on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, it says live on my end. How many seconds on the other? Because I can't see it
Oh,
yet.
there it goes. Now it's showing.
It says live on my end. How many seconds on the other? Oh, I can't see it yet. Is that you?
Now it's showing.
It says live on my end. How many seconds on the other? Oh, is that you? Is that you?
Which one? What do you mean? I need to read this one.
Is that you? You got to mute the other one.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay.
Okay. Kara's there.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Kara. Are you going to make it on? Hi, Wolf. We're going to wait a few minutes and let everybody hop on in. We're going to talk about the June results.
No, she says.
Kara, we need to work on getting you on. I really want you to share your story. So don't tell me no. We're going to work on that.
We're gonna work on her camera.
Yes, we need to. She needs to come on and share her story because I think she's going to motivate a lot of people. That's going to help a lot of people.
Kara's a good storyteller.
She is. She's so funny. She's so comical. I love her sense of humor. I think a lot of people are gonna, what am I trying to say? Are gonna, I want to say attracted to her, but you know,
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Well, and they can relate.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word I was trying to come up with. Relate. All right. We will start now then. All right, so welcome to the Comma Club June show results. We have a few things that we want to go over. First of all, I want to congratulate everybody in the Comma Club who made the Comma Club, maintained the Comma Club, and a few of them that actually crushed it. Jennifer, again, crushed it. She is on a roll. That girl is on a mission. Donna did more than her sales goals, so she crushed it as well. Newcomers to the Comma Club: Jody, Jessica, Sherry, Alana, all brand new to the Comma Club. They all earned entry into the Comma Club, so congratulations to them. Some by the skin of their teeth, but they did it. You know, Kim, again, we need to get Kim on this show. We really do. She is a brand new seller. This is her second month, and she made the Comma Club again. She was able to maintain that. You know, and all the other sellers who were on, like David and Missy and Donna Wade and Kim, Barbara, Sheila, Eileen, Laura, who else am I missing? Adiana and Teresa, they all made the Comma Club again or maintained it. I don't know their exact numbers yet because they haven't got back to me. So I think next month we'll come back with what their goals were and what their totals were, just to show everybody the results of it. I know everybody was pushing hard this month. I know there was a lot of people, a lot of sellers saying that June was slow, that they weren't making the sales. And while June may be slower, a slower month, it doesn't mean that you can't achieve your goal. Everybody else, you know, in the Comma Club made it in. So there's really no excuse. And we all sell different things. Some of us sell clothing, some of us don't sell clothing. So there's really no excuse. If you didn't make your goal, you have to rethink what it is that you're doing or not doing. You know, Mary started a good idea. about having a listing buddy, and I'm going to let her talk about that. Take it away, Mary.
Okay. Well, we posted it in two of the groups, both in costs, which is Cindy's online selling tips, and in sellers helping each other. A post about the importance of having someone else to help motivate you, to get things listed. As we all know, as online sellers, it can be a lonely job to sit there and plug away, on the computer to get your stuff listed. So if you can find, another seller to team up with, to, obviously there's variations in, obviously what each person, what their needs are in time frame and how often you might do it. But it's just something, because if you have someone else to be accountable to, it just helps motivate you, rather than just telling yourself, okay, I'm going to do this, and then nobody knows, and then I have somebody on you saying, come on, you can do it. Basically, we made a post that said, there's many benefits. The motivation, of course, helps keeping you move towards your goals. The accountability, you can share your goals, so it makes them more real. Learning, bouncing ideas off each other, learning, about sometimes each other's stores, and learning about new niches, and how each person does their listings, and maybe can learn something new from each other that you didn't know before that might be helpful in order to gain more sales. Productivity, you tend to get more listed, because if you're having fun, it's, rather than being boring and sitting there and not getting as far as you'd like, you does get more, because in this last month, I got way more listed than I had prior. My June for this year versus last year, I was up 92% or something over my sales from last year for the same time period, whereas a lot of people were saying that June is always slow. So, but I did well over 1,000 in June. So and you build friendships and bonds with like-minded people, because as we all know, it can be kind of a different mindset, as we all well know. Even our families a lot of times just don't get it, why we do what we do, and why we have the interest, and that it is a real job, that it's not easy, it's a lot of work. But you get a chance to even show and tell, you go sourcing, you bring it back, you can, show the other person, your listing buddy, look what I found, this is what I paid, this is what they sell for. You get excited for each other, to, make that profit, and get suggestions maybe on keywords and, all sorts of things that maybe you hadn't thought of. And being able to, get into the Comma Club if you're not yet, to that point, that it does help motivate you and get you working, so that, you can achieve the goal of earning, or, over that 1,000 and plus, every month. So you just have to find someone that fits your schedule, your work style, your personality, your interests, and try to team up. I mean, obviously it helps too if it's the same selling platform. It doesn't have to be, but the familiarity with it obviously would be helpful. But it just has to be a good fit, kind of thing. And most times, most of us know people within the selling groups that we tend to interact with a lot, and whether it's comments on a post, you can usually tell kind of what a person's personality is going to be like, through comments that they make, and how, what they talk about. And you can even reach out to someone and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Are you interested? Would you be interested? You don't have to be in the same time zone. It helps, but it's not necessary. You can use Skype, Hangouts, Facebook video, or Zoom. It's called zoom.us, I think it is. If it's only a one-on-one video, then it's unlimited time. If you have more than just the two people, then they limit your time to like 40 minutes or something. But just one-on-one for two people, you can use it as long as you want. And it has screen share, and just like Hangouts has screen share, and it actually has Zoom has the ability to take over control of the screen if the other person needs help maybe with something on the computer or whatever, if you want to use it. So, you know, there's lots of options there, but it definitely makes a difference and keeps you motivated in a way that's, you know, you're not able to do a lot of times just on your own.
Yep. It definitely does help to have that listing buddy. Like Mary said, your productivity is going to jump through the roof. I know mine's did, and you heard Mary say hers did. And it just gets you motivated. You know, listing by yourself can be boring and daunting, and you know, when you have somebody to do it with, you know, sometimes I wasn't in the mood to list, and my listing buddy was like, oh no, you're gonna list at least one, you know, or I would do that to her, you know, and we got each other motivated, and we ended up listing more than one. So it really does help. So if you guys, I'd really suggest getting a listing buddy, especially for those of you who are trying to get into the Comma Club and haven't yet done so. The other thing I wanted to talk about that Mary kind of touched on was the mindset. When you have somebody who has the right mindset as you, which is having goals and achieving them, it does something amazing for your sales. You get more done. You're going to see the results. You're going to see the sales. You're going to see the improvement in your traffic. There was one seller, and I'm going to call her out right here, Kara, who went the other way. She had told herself that she wasn't going to make the Comma Club this month. And Mary got on her about that, saying, no, you still have, how many days was it, Mary? 8, 10 days?
Yeah, something like that, you know.
And she's like, don't give up. You have to keep pushing. You have to, you know, if you're telling yourself that you're not going to make it, you're absolutely right. You're not going to make it. You need to tell yourself that, yes, I'm going to make it. You cannot give up. A lot of things can happen between 8 and 10 days, you know. If you tell yourself you're going to give up, you're just going to give up and not list anything, not even try. And you can't do that to yourself. You're sabotaging yourself. So you need to be in the right mindset. Even if you don't make it, you know, at the end of the month, even if you don't make it, at least you know that you tried your best. And that's all anybody, you know, and any of us can do. But if you're already starting off with the, oh, I'm not going to make it, then you're right. You can't make it. Hi, David. So you want to make sure that you have that right mindset and don't give up. I don't want to hear anybody. I don't want to see no emails from anybody telling me that they're not going to make it, because right there, you've just sabotaged yourself. You know, you need to think positive. You know, set doable goals. You know, a goal is something to reach at. If you make it, awesome. If you don't, at least you know you're working towards something. You need a roadmap. And we, you know, me and Mary made a well, Mary did all the work. I just pointed and said no or yes or whatever. So all the credit goes to her, really. She made this goal sheet. Mary, you want to go ahead and show it to them? You want to show it up there?
Let's see if we can actually see it, right?
Yeah, well, if you talk, it should show you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to hold it up with my one hand.
Yeah. It's a nice, simple goal sheet. Okay. And what we're going to work on this month is not only getting to $1,000 and or maintaining it or going past that, but there are other goals that everybody should be focused on, which is listing goals. You guys need to have listing goals. if your inventory is not organized, you need to get organized. The more organized you are, the more productive you're going to be. The more stuff you're going to get listed, the faster you're going to find the stuff that gets sold and, you know, packed. So that's one of the other goals, is getting everybody in the Comma Club organized, all of their inventory organized, everything within reach, you know, 5 seconds from it, if possible. Everything should have a custom label field number so that when it sells, you know exactly where it's at. And of course, you know, your monthly sales goals. You can also add on there, and we only have 6 different spots because I don't want people to get overwhelmed. You don't have to fill out all 6 spots. You guys know what your limitations are and what you can do in a day. But we gave you 6 spots to start. You know, if you've never done collections, you want to put that on the goal sheet that you want to create collections, or promotions or promoted listings, or whatever else you need to get done for your business should be on that goal sheet. It also has a little meter thing on there so that you can see your progress as the sales, as you're making the sales. If your sales is 1,000, then, you know, you put that up on there, you know, and that way you can see where you're at. For that meter, that's for the listings, right, Mary?
Uh,
The meter part?
yeah.
Yeah, that's for the listings. So if, like, this month my goal is to get to 2,400 listed, so I have to do 162 listings. So I'm gonna, you know, mark my meter and see my progress as I go along. That's gonna help me stay motivated and focused. Like I said before, you guys need a roadmap to know exactly where you're going and where you're headed. And if you write it all down, then, you know, when you write a goal down, it becomes more doable. It becomes more real. It gives you something to shoot at and to be focused on, and only on those things that are written down, because a lot of us get distracted with other things that we have to do. But if you write down your goals, you know, not just your sales goals, but listing goals, you know, organizing and all that stuff, you're going to see that you're getting more done throughout the day. And that's what I want to help everybody do, is not just maintain, you know, the $1,000 or more, but it's also getting everything else in your business aligned so that everything flows easily for you. So that's available right now in the Comma Club. I know Jennifer jumped on it right away and printed it.
Obviously, if you want to have more than 1 page worth for the month, you just print more, you know, 1 more page.
Right.
If you wanted to have a page for the listing totals and have goals within that, and then you could have one for your dollar totals and have, you know, goals within that, you know, part. I mean, you could use it however it works for you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's available in the Comma Club right now. I know there are some people pending right now in the Comma Club, but they have not sent me or Mary the screenshots of their sales. So you can't get in unless you've earned it, and I don't know if you earned it. So I think there's like 15 people. For those of you who have already requested, make sure that you get a screenshot to either me or Mary on Facebook.
Of your June sales total from a single selling venue.
Exactly. And we will gladly add you in. You know, I was hoping to get Kara on here, but we're going to have to work on that. And I was hoping to get Kim on here. We're going to have to work on that one too. And what is her name? I think it's Elena. Yeah, Elena. I really want Elena to come in here and tell her story. I think she's going to motivate a lot of people. So I'm going to work on getting these 3 ladies on here. Hopefully within the next week or so, because I really want them to tell their stories. They have some great backgrounds. where they started, where they are now. And I think that's going to help a lot of people. They're going to connect with a lot of people that way. And that is all that I have. For those of you who are in the Comma Club now, I don't know if you guys saw the June certificate that we made. It's up there. You can either print it out or you can save it as your screensaver to help, with motivation. It helps, when you wake up in the morning and see it, on your computer right there, or if you print it out and it's on your wall, that you actually achieved it, I know that Jennifer is stoked about making it 2 months in a row. And I'm stoked for her. She's been working really hard to get to where she's at, and it's not to take away from anybody else, because everybody else has been working, really hard. But Jennifer just went in all like gun ho, like she was not letting anything stop her. She just went all in. And she even shocked me with her results last month and again this month. There she goes, 100 sales for June, and she did $1,600. And your goal was 15, right, Jen? I think her goal was 15.
And she says that she jumped into the new knit and then decided to go, and a big difference.
Yeah.
To take the chance.
I'm waiting for her to answer me. I think her goal was 15 and she did 16. And she had 100 sales, and that right there shows everybody that June may be a little slow, but it doesn't mean that you still can't make your goals. She did everything possible to make it. She didn't let anything stop her. I know she had said in one of the groups that from other groups that she was in, that people were saying, no, it's slow, everybody's slow, you're not going to make your sales, blah, blah, blah. And, she was like starting to think, oh man, did I overreach by trying to make, 1,500? And then she had a little mindset change and said, you know what? No, I'm not these people. These people are not me. I'm not going to listen to them. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. And those are the results of her keeping going. It's all in that mindset. You guys got to change that mindset. If you guys are in these groups that are just negative and just a bunch of people just pitying each other, you really need to leave those groups, because they're holding you down. You need to be in the different groups, the ones that have, people with the same mindset, and stop listening to these naysayers.
It's one thing to share frustrations, but it's another to continue to rant and be negative and oh, I hate, eBay, or I hate whatever. And, and the whole thing just goes totally down the toilet, and everybody jumps on the bandwagon of, oh, me too. And that's not problem solving. That doesn't get you anywhere. That's not going to get you any sales.
Nope.
That doesn't do anything for anybody other than make it just the worst, environment, for getting your goals achieved.
Yeah. And I was in a group, or I'm not going to mention what group it was, but, seller asked for help. We gave help. I don't sugarcoat things. I tell you the way it is. The reason I don't sugarcoat things is because I don't want you to think that this is okay and not take care of it right away. I'm going to tell you exactly what's wrong. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because I want you to take action right then and there and fix it. She, and other people jumped in trying to help, and instead of her taking the advice, she got offended and left the group. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. But if you're going to ask for help, you're going to have to have thick skin, because some people are going to tell you the truth. They're not going to lie to you. You know, we're not doing it to be mean. We're not doing it to be disrespectful or anything. We're doing it because we care and we want you to succeed. You know,
yeah, you have to be open to that feedback and be ready for change.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, the little simplest thing can make the big difference in your stores. You know, I just had another one yesterday. Pam, you know, she wanted to be in the Comma Club, but she didn't make it in. She put her link in the group and asked for help. What was she doing wrong? And, you know, I gave her 4 or 5 things, and she jumped on it right away, like on it, and started making the changes. And that's the kind of thing that you guys need to do. Don't take constructive criticism as a bad thing. Don't get offended. You know,
yeah, it's not a personal attack.
right, exactly. It's not a personal attack. If I tell you, you know, this is how you should do it, and this is, and I don't tell you just this is how you should do it and that's it. I tell you this is how you should do it, and I tell you why this is how you should do it. You know, because I want you to learn why it is that this way works versus this way. And if you listen, I promise you, if you listen to the things that other sellers are telling you to do, you will see an improvement in your sales. You know, Jennifer can tell you, you know, she started, you know, stalking me all over Facebook, and you know, going into my store and seeing how I was doing things, and she would listen to what I was saying, and here she is 2 months in a row, for the first time in the year that she's been doing it, that she's made 2 months in a row over $1,000, you know, 100 sales. I would never tell you to do something that I myself am not doing. That's not the kind of person that I am. If you go to my store, everything that I tell everybody to do, I myself am doing. You know, I really care about you guys. I really, you know, I wouldn't be doing these videos. I wouldn't have the Comma Club. I wouldn't be doing any of this if I didn't care whether you're doing, you know, whether you're able to pay your rent or not. I want everybody to be able to pay their rent just selling on eBay. And then all the other sites that you're on just be gravy, you know, for vacation money or whatever, a new car, whatever. So the mindset, that's what you guys need to work on, is changing that mindset. Get rid of those other groups. There's thousands of groups on Facebook, you know, but there's only a handful of them that are good groups, that really do help and really do care. But you guys got to be open to making these changes.
And it's going to take work. There's no easy button.
Yeah,
there's no easy button.
There's no easy button.
Some of it may seem overwhelming, that how much work it may entail, but making those changes can make all the difference.
Yeah, it definitely does. You know, like I said, simple little changes can really affect your sales. You know, some people never ran a sale before, and they're running a sale now, and now they're selling. Other people never did a collection before, and they're getting more traffic from it to their stores, you know, and they're selling stuff that they pinned in the collections. Other people never did promoted listings, and so they tried it, and they actually sold stuff from the promoted listings, and it only cost them a few cents extra. You know, other people didn't have a store, and they went and they opened up a store, and they listened to what we had to say about, you know, optimizing it and stuff, and they're working it, and they're making more sales now than they were when they didn't have a store. You know, if you look at the old videos on my channel here, and you start reading all the comments of people leaving, you're going to see a wealth of people saying, you know what, you were right, thank you, I did this, I'm selling now. Or if you go to my business page and you read the comments there, it's all there for you guys to see. It's not about me, it's not about Mary, it's not about any
individual.
accolades or individual. It is about everybody. It is about you. Okay, I'm here to help you guys, but you guys have to listen, and you guys got to change that mindset. That's the one thing that really where I really want to make that difference, because if we get everybody on the right mindset, I'm telling you, it's going to open up doors that you never knew were even there. Like I told Kara, I don't want her to give up ever. You know, and I did a post, you know, about giving up, about not giving up, and people responded to it. You know, if you go to my fan page on Facebook, you're going to see the comments there that people left. You know, I posted it in Cindy's group as well, and people left comments there too. You guys can't give up.
Because there's always options, you know, like Kara this coming month, she plans on going to the eBay Open, and she knew that she was going to be gone for a little bit, and she thought, oh, I have to put my store on vacation in order to do that. But she really doesn't have to. She can change her handling time, still make sales while she's gone, and she won't get the TRS discount on those sales, but she's not going to lose TRS just because she had a short period within there that she wasn't offering one-day handling. And then when she comes back, she switches everything back to one-day handling and just resumes as normal. But she won't lose sales. But that's just it. There are options like that. A lot of people don't realize. Same with any of the things that Gladys just mentioned, the tools that are available, and they're all meant to drive traffic. You know, don't look at them as, oh, if I do promoted listings, it's going to cost me more money. They're already taking enough of my money. Well, guess what? It's a small amount that you end up paying, but the whole point is you drive the traffic. It may not be the listing that's promoted that sells, but if they come to your store through that listing and then end up buying something else because they see something else, you know, it's not always a direct thing, you know, like a direct ad and they buy what it's in the ad. All of it's meant to drive traffic to the store.
Exactly. Like this month again, you know, me and Mary were talking, and I shared with her what my multiples were this month again, and it's all from the promoted listings. And this month, you know how much I paid in promoted listings? 21 cents. That's it. Because I'm not using the promoted listings to necessarily pay out of pocket. I've played with it long enough where I know where my sweet spot is, you know, where I get enough traffic, and that's at 5%. And I have 500 listings that are all on promoted right now. And all it cost me was 21 cents. But my multiple sales almost doubled again what my actual sales were. So really it's about using the tools and learning how to use them to your benefit. I can't say enough things about the promoted listings and the promotions managers. When you use those two combined with the same product, I'm telling you, you're gonna see results. But you guys gotta put the effort in and do it. You know, Mary never ran sales before, and she's been doing it now, and she's seeing some results. She still has to play with it to see where her sweet spot is. But I know the more tweaking she does to it, and the more she learns how to use the markdown manager for her benefit, the better results she's gonna get. You know, Jennifer has been using the tools, and it's obvious that she's using the tools because, again, you know, 100 sales for somebody who's never made, you know, that much sales in a whole year, and here she is two months in a row, and she's made it. Toy Addict wants to know, how do promoted listings work? Okay, so promoted listings is basically you set up ad campaigns. You dictate how much you want to pay per campaign, and it could be anywhere between 1% and 20%, and it'll show you the dollar amount of how much you're gonna, and you can adjust that. And basically you let it go. Once it's up there, you let it do its thing. You only pay when somebody actually buys that item from the promoted link on eBay. if they go to your store from that promoted listing but buy something else that wasn't that promoted listing they came through, you do not pay. It's really simple to set up. You can set it up in less than 5 minutes.
Currently, promoted listings are limited to certain categories. It has to be multiples, as Jennifer just said.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be one of the single items.
Right. Good till canceled.
Even when your multiples get down to one item, they stay in there till all the items are sold.
Yep. And it has to be good till canceled.
Yeah, and good till canceled.
But, you know, it's a tool that I've been playing with since last year, and I've seen the results. I know where my sweet spot is already. The Markdown Manager is the other one that I use regularly. If you guys are going to use the Markdown Manager, I've said this, you know, 100 times before. You want to do short sales for 1 or 2 days only. You don't want to do it for a week or a month. You want it for 1 or 2 days only. And that you're going to start seeing results on that one as well. And the collections, that's another huge one. You know, I've done 7 or 8 store reviews this week, and nobody's using the collections, and the ones that are using the collections, they're not using it the right way. You know, and in one of the other videos, you know, I explained how to use the collections, so go find that video and get on it. Kara says, when do you get charged for that? Because I have sold some and I'm not showing any charges for them. Kara, it should be at the end of the month. It should be in your invoice. You'll have to look at the breakdown, and you should be able to see it there. Jennifer says, I also run a sale in Markdown Manager and then promote my sale and promotions, which, yep, that's exactly how I use it too, Jen. Toy Addict, do they get higher search rankings, or how are they promoted? The way it works is when you promote a listing, from what I've been seeing in my own listings, is that I get found in each page. So if there's 20 pages of Monopoly tokens, my items are showing up in all 20 of those pages. And usually it's above the fold. So it's working out for me fantastic. You know, so I really recommend that everybody play with it to see where your sweet spot is on that. CBay, you have to invest money to make money. That's right, CBay, you have to spend money to make money. Do we have any more questions here?
Just realize there are 3 things. There are Markdown Manager, there's promoted listings, and there's promotions manager. There's 3 different things.
Mm-hmm. And then there's collections.
And collections, yeah. But the promotion word, it's in both, so sometimes I think people could
yeah.
And the manager.
I don't see. Does anybody have any more questions? It will show up in the regular search as promoted and at the fold as sponsored. Yep, that's true. I know there was a glitch a few weeks back where the promoted banner was not showing up on some of them. I do believe it's been fixed since then. And when it comes to mobile, it shows that item is promoted.
Yeah, I've seen it on the mobile listing.
Or if you're doing a promotion, it'll say that item is part of a promotion, and when the buyer clicks on that banner, it takes them to the page of all of your promotions. So again, you know, eBay's pushing that on mobile. They're pushing it on within search. If you guys aren't using it, that's extra exposure. The one thing I want to say about collections is if somebody's following that collection, when you pin something new to it, they see it on eBay's homepage. If everybody right now go over to your eBay homepage and scroll down, if you're following any stores, you're going to start seeing items there. Some of them are because you followed the person's store, and those are the newly listed items that they have. Some of them are because you're following a collection, and those are the newly listed items that they are pinning to those collections. That's free ad space right there on eBay's homepage for you guys. Collections also come up in the search results on the right hand side, those little boxes towards the bottom. So if you're not doing them, go watch that video where I show you guys how to do them the right way, because they do make a impact in traffic and sales. Does anybody have any questions? No questions. All right, cool. Well, again, congratulations to the Comma Clubbers, the new ones. Jody, Jessica, Sherry, Alana. Welcome to the Comma Club. To Jennifer, who crushed it again, and everybody else who maintained it. Congratulations. If you made it for June and haven't sent out your screenshots to either myself or Mary on Facebook, you need to do that, because that's the only way you're going to get into the Comma Club. We need a screenshot of your June sales. You know, we're going to do it again in July, but in July, we're going to focus on more than just the Comma Club. I want to see everybody's goals written down. I want to see what everybody's working on. This is the slow season. I'm going to put little quotation marks, because it doesn't really have to be slow. This is the slow time where you can actually start getting ready for fourth quarter. I want to see everybody's inventory organized using the custom label field. I want to see, you know what? I want to see pictures. That's what I want to see. I want to see before and after pictures. I know Laura owes me a video. She thinks I forgot, but I haven't. She owes me a video of her before and after. I know she's been working on getting her stuff organized.
Oh yeah, the shelves and everything. Yeah,
the shelves and everything, and I can't wait to see the end results. But I want to see everybody's inventory pictures. Everybody who's in the Comma Club right now, I want y'all to post pictures in the Comma Club of your inventory. I want to see your systems. I want to see what you're doing. If you're not organized and you need help, and you're in the Comma Club, post in the Comma Club. If you're not in the Comma Club and you need help, I'm either on Cindy's group, or I'm over in, or you can find me over on the fan page, or you can leave a comment in the YouTube videos. I want to see before pictures. I will help you, you know, as much as I can, you know, via email, or we can do a Zoom or a Skype and give you some tips on organizing, or you can watch the organizing video that I have on here as well and get ideas from there. But I want everybody focused on organizing your inventories for fourth quarter. I want to see your sales goals for July. I want to see what else you guys are going to work on in July. Where are the sheets you're talking about? We'll go ahead and share that sheet in Cindy's group. Are you in Cindy's group? And you know what? I'll put it in my fan page as well. Yeah, I'll put it on my fan page as well. That way everybody can have access to it. For those of you who aren't in the Comma Club yet, it'll give you, you know, an action plan, you know, a roadmap of where it is you guys wanna go. And I promise you, if you stick to it and you listen to the constructive criticism that we give you in the groups, I promise you, you guys will make the Comma Club and more. But I want to see everybody's written goals in the Comma Club. And for those of you who aren't, I want to see them on my fan page, or email them to me privately, because I'm going to hold you guys accountable. Somebody needs to hold you guys accountable so that you guys can make it into the Comma Club. So remember, you cannot deposit. What can't you deposit, Mary?
excuses.
That's right. You can't deposit excuses. So no more excuses. It's time to get real. It's time to dig in, put on your big girl panties or big boy underwear and get it done. So I will see you guys in one of the groups somewhere. All right. So no more excuses. Bye, everybody.
See, this excuses.